So, are you on the OG wall? I suppose we'd better run the titles and find out. Picture this, an 11-year-old vanilla Minecraft world. Welcome to Mauvais Adventures in Minecraft. Hi, and welcome to Mauvais Adventures in Minecraft, episode 18. So, the statue of Atlas now stands tall, but today is more than just about the build. It's actually about you, the incredible community behind this growing world. So, who has made it to the legendary OG wall? Have you left a comment on our shorts or main videos? Because if you have, you will be in. I also want to know, why is Spooky Cave 4 already giving me serious chills? Will today be the day we go into it? You'll have to wait and find out. I'm also going to be giving a shout out today to a fellow Minecrafter YouTuber, Burtonator.
Welcome. Hello. We are back on another Steady Life Survival episode.
Who's crafting his own survival saga in Minecraft Steady Life Survival. And hey, if you're also creating a Minecraft series, and I know one or two of you are, drop me a comment below. I'd love to check it out and give you a shout out too. And finally, we'll be wrapping up the final moments of the Atlas build. So was it worth the effort? And how does it shape the future of Antioch? This episode is going to be packed with community shoutouts, mystery, and even a little danger. So, let's start with the final part of the build for the statue of Atlas.
A few moments later.
So, what more can we tell you about Antioch? Well, the Seleucid Empire obviously declined, mostly due to taking out the zombie. What we picked up, nothing too exciting.
3 days later.
So, the Seleucid Empire obviously declined eventually, as most empires do, due to internal strife and pressure from the mighty Roman Parthia. But in 64 BC, Pompey the Great, he was the guy that fought against Julius Caesar in the Civil War, officially annexed Antioch and made it part of the Roman Republic, and then formed the Roman province of Syria. So under Antioch, or under Rome I should say, under Rome, Antioch continued to flourish and become one of the empire's 4 great cities, alongside Rome, Alexandria, and Constantinople. It also served as the headquarters of the Roman governor of Syria, playing a vital role in administration and military strategy. So, as a location, as I've said before, I feel this is definitely going to be an important one moving forward on this 11-year-old world. So what did the Romans put into Antioch? Well, the normal things. The Romans liked to build aqueducts and baths and amphitheatres. There was a massive amphitheatre, a grand colonnaded street, which very much made it one of the most beautiful and sophisticated cities in the ancient world. There was also the imperial palace, and several temples were built, one specifically dedicated to Zeus. So, statue is built, and as you can see, some improvements have been made, and the OG wall, OG for original group. So any of you that have currently, up until this point, the 11th of March 2024, if you've left a comment on any of the shorts or any of the videos, you will be on the OG wall. But before I show you that, let me just show you this. This here is actually my concrete pit. Now, it's designed so obviously you make your concrete, you pop them in this, they're 32 long, and then we press the magic switch up here, which I shall show you, and we get attacked by a skeleton. Bear with me. Very cheeky with his hat there. Yeah, bye bye Skelly. Before we were rudely interrupted by our friendly Skelly. Yeah, it will therefore obviously water out fully, and it will give us 64. Now, when I built it originally, I hadn't put the blocks in, and as you can tell, I've not tested it. So we'll come back to that and hopefully get that working better next time I show you. So let's just close that off for now. The OG wall. So let's go through it. First of all, gold thanks to my biggest supporters. All of these people have been here for minute one, day one, hence the reason they are on the gold. And it doesn't mean that as time goes by you can't also become gold. But to start off with, our gold members are Yelda, who actually suggested the naming of Antioch, Baron, Sulop, and of course Gamma Repugnance. To the four of you, a massive thank you for your continuous support of the channel. Here, as you can see, this is the Northern Gate, which was put in on the 23rd of the 2nd, which was the 11th anniversary, so I might well rename that to the anniversary gate. Okay, on to the other members of the OG wall. Very much the OG wall's built up from people that have liked and subscribed, but more importantly commented, and this is in a oldest to sort of newest. So I'm just a blanket, Harry Isbit, an idiot goes glamping, and Sam Shrek. Thank you very much, you are members of the OG. 1066it.com, Footy 777. I do remember our conversations backwards and forwards on YouTube Shorts. Igmagnuden 123 and Vanguard. Thank you to the four of you. Also giving thanks to Yomo M, DDM181 _ Thal Hassan, and eBut YouTube. Let's just say that again, eBut YouTube. Again, thank you to the four of you. Also thank you to Dominic Harris. Thank you, Dominic. Laos265. Got a funny feeling you're out in the Pacific somewhere. Hoosiers Football. Go Hoosiers. One of our friends from the good old US of A. And VCraft. VCraft1 is also a fellow Minecraft YouTuber. Tends to specialise in shorts. Do check out VCraft's channel. Ethan Blaze. Tack Tipsman, who tried to sell me stuff, but thank you for the comments. Noah Titan and Logan Vortex. And then moving on so far, finally, but by no means last, Mason Echo, Caleb Fusion. Some of these gamer names are really good. Which we move on to Uwala da CTA. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And final for this time, J Survival Express, another YouTuber. And as you'll see, the dates that I put them up, today's date being the 11th of March 2025. So let's just show you a little bit more of what we've been up to. This will probably become something like a customs office, obviously being the the main port for Antioch, because naturally this will be if you come in by sea, which currently is going to be the only way you're likely to come into Antioch. You'll come in here, and then gives you the option of a bed, and of course we've got some bits and pieces that we've been building up in our chests, remembering that my style of chests always the same. I'll have one chest for under 64s and then another chest for 64s. This of course will eventually be moved up to the storage. As you can see as well, I've also been quite heavily into my copper doors. Copper is new for me. I'm aware that copper's been out since then, but for me it's still reasonably new, especially as I will only find copper in areas that are unexplored or have only been explored since the update. I don't think we found any copper here yet. Moving on to the gated area, we do have our 5. 2 in there, should be 2 in there, you can just about say them, and there's 3 in there, one of which I think is that a farmer or a fisherman? I think it's a farmer. We will of course be naming them after you guys, so get your comments in and we'll see who we're going to name them after. We've also done a little bit more building. Our first iron golem that spawned, I'm actually thinking of naming him Seleucus I Nicator, after the founder of Antioch, but that's to be decided. We also have a horse now, which I found when I was exploring over yonder. Again, our famous fire towers, obviously episode 18 and episode 16. You'll also notice we put in a nether portal on the 26th of February. Yes, I've been in, but we won't be going in today. And around us, the initial walls of Antioch. They are basic, but in. And finally, let's have a little look over here. I've extended the initial farms. Now, my farms, again, I've continued the farming method from original Minecraft, where you would cut a trench. I tend to put in lighted blocks so that at night you don't get the mob spawn. And I'm also, and this is a new thing that I've only started about a month ago, I'm now in my initial farms, until of course we've got our villagers up and working, I'm now in our initial farms only farming with potatoes and corn. But I'll tell you why later, or maybe another time. Moving on to the first houses that have gone in. These are the new houses. Obviously, we're going to build up our mobs. If we're going to build up our villages, we need somewhere for them to live. So we put in the first couple of houses again with the copper doors. They went in on the 8th of the 3rd. And this road here is going to be called Long Farm Road. Another comment I must mention, one of our commenters, and I will pop up literally above me now who it was. You mentioned about the roads. Well, as you can see, I've now put in the top of the road. I mentioned that I built my roads off the back of a visit to Pompeii a number of years ago, and this is the finished result. I will potentially put some lanterns in as well to light the roads up, and the roads will of course extend eventually throughout Antioch. All night time. Let's take one last look at the statue, obviously built for the 11th anniversary of this fine world. And we bow to the statue of Atlas. Spooky Cave. I've actually got, close the gate, I've actually got a something to mention. This is actually the second recording of this. This is take 2. I went down into Spooky Cave I explored most of it. There wasn't really much there, and then discovered that I hadn't pressed record on the video. So, for you, for me, this is the second time, though it was literally only about 10 minutes ago that I was down here. Let's get down into Spooky Cave 3. There is very, very little in the top. Oh, though I have left a little bit of iron there. Let's grab that. And of course, because it's already lit up at the top, we can have a quick scoot around and double check to see if there's anything missing. Yep, there's a way down there. Let's have a look down here. Let's take this coal. Oh, let's make sure that we pop up one of the tools so they can get the XP. All my tools, once to a standard, will have mending. I tend to find that mending is definitely one of the premier enchantments, and enchantments I use a lot. And so I place that on everything that I can, except for bows, which I tend to go with infinity, because you can't have infinity and mending applied to a bow at the same time. So for the moment, I'm an infinity man, and I just sort of mend the bows manually. A fair bit of coal. Nice. Ooh, nice. We'll pop a torch in there. We don't want mobs spawning. There was water here previously, which I've emptied out, and this, from memory, goes down to the bottom. So Spooky Cave 3 isn't as spooky as we thought. We definitely won't be doing a Cave Dweller series at this part of the cave, but there is a little bit more, which I was delighted to find, because I genuinely thought when I got out of Spooky Cave that I'd explored it all. But no, we have a fresh area to look into. I don't know how deep it's going to go. Let's see what we find. Oh, iron. Put a torch there. What would be wonderful is if we came across a mine. Oh, lava. Be careful of the lava. It's going deeper. Let's have a quick check what level we're down to. 34. Remembering, because this is an older world, level 15 will be the diamond level, until of course you move out far enough where it's not classed as having spawn chunked, so then it'll return to the newer levels. Obviously, being an older Minecrafter, I remember the good old days of Bedrock, when you literally went down to Bedrock. Right, let's take this out. I am not going to be leaving any of this. Well, we should really clear out this little bit, shouldn't we? And let's see what we can find. So, as I've mentioned before, do remember to like, comment and subscribe for Mauvais adventures in Minecraft. Until next time.